Good morning and welcome to our webinar today on the benefits of our i365 cloud solution. My name is Joe Deely and I'm Product Manager for Cloud Services in m-hance. Before we kick off, just some housekeeping rules for the webinar. We expect the webinar to last approximately 20 minutes. Please note that the webinar is being recorded and will be available to view on demand. All participants are set to listen only and will remain so for the duration of the webinar. If you have a question, click the question button on the right-hand side of your screen. In the new pane that opens, type your question in the top box and click Ask. Do feel free to submit your questions at any point during the webinar. If we have time at the end, we'll try to answer your questions. If not, we'll get back to you offline. So just before going into the benefits, I might just give you an overview of what our i365 cloud solution looks like. So the i365 cloud solution is deployed into Azure and we create a dedicated environment for each client. We provide a fully managed solution for the resources so that you don't need to worry about them. The resources can be deployed into a new Azure tenant or any existing tenant you may have, as multiple Azure subscriptions can exist in a single tenant. This allows us to manage the resources for i365 Cloud without visibility of any other resources you might have in Azure. Access to i365 is via a site-to-site VPN ensuring secure access to the system, but we can also provide client-to-site VPN connections for remote users if they don't want to connect into your local office network first. I mentioned this as a fully managed solution already, so you have a one-stop shop for support, including application, monitoring, and backups. So one of the main drivers for companies moving to our cloud solution is cost. You have no capital costs, so no server, no tape unit for backups, no worries about air conditioning, server racks, power, etc. All the things we need to consider for an on-premise server solution. There's less management involved. i365 Cloud is a fully managed system, so you've no maintenance or troubleshooting of the system. We do it for you. You get access to enterprise technologies. Your virtual machine is running in Microsoft data centers, and you get to leverage off enterprise technology that otherwise might be cost prohibitive. Lower implementation costs. It's easier to deploy or upgrade an i365 cloud solution. In the cloud, it's easy to provision systems, perfect if you want to add integrations or reporting tools to your i365 solution. All these items contribute to a lower overall cost. Reduced risks. The system's fully managed by m-hance. You don't need to worry about physical hardware, troubleshooting system issues, software patching, or checking backups. None of those things. You don't need to worry about them. So therefore, there's going to be less risk, naturally enough. Improved resilience by running your system in Azure. And there's additional features available for high availability and disaster recovery if you so wish. Improved security. Microsoft has over 3,500 security professionals working in its Cyber Defense Operations Center and invest over $1 billion annually on cybersecurity. Why would you not leverage on this investment? Consistent application version. i365 Cloud solutions will include the latest version of the applications. Backup and data restores are included in the service. This is a really important point as we've come across on-premise installations where the client hasn't realized their backups have been consistently failing. You get access to technical specialists as part of the service. i365 application and technical staff, including Azure specialists, work closely together deploying and managing an i365 cloud solution. Flexibility. You've improved remote access. In the current climate, remote access has been a critical feature for organizations. We have options for site-to-site VPNs and client-to-site VPNs, allowing individuals to access the system from either a branch office or remote locations such as home or hotel. Ease and speed to adapt. I mentioned earlier how the deployment of systems is easier, which allows organizations to adapt quickly, whether that's adding new users, functionalities, or integrations to the system. You've the ability to pilot solutions. The i365 cloud solution can be a platform to pilot solutions. Additional systems can be brought on online alongside your i365 cloud solution for you to pilot something. So what's the right time to move your i365 solution to the cloud? If your current hardware is starting to creak and a hardware upgrade is due soon, this is a perfect opportunity to migrate to the cloud and save yourself money. Many organizations are looking at digital transformation and opting for a cloud-first strategy. If you're looking at doing a software upgrade, you could combine the upgrade and cloud migration projects, reducing risk and cost. You may have little or no resilience built into your current system. Some clients have opted to move over concerns about their current system. For example, a single physical server sitting in the corner. I touched on remote access, and I was on a call quite recently, and there was one person who was driving into work each day to access the system as they had no remote access solution in place. So a cloud solution can help you overcome any lack of remote access to an on-premise solution. So why m-hance? So you have a single support desk for your application and technical issues. We're a Microsoft Gold partner. I think we have 6 gold and 5 silver competencies. I don't think there's too many organizations that'll have that many competencies. We have flexibility to host third-party applications, so it doesn't have to be an application provided by m-hance. The only caveat is you would still need to retain your third-party application support. So some clients actually have all their applications hosted in Azure with us. And finally, we have an experienced team of skilled consultants to advise and recommend best fit solutions. For example, we can run a migration assessment against your on-premise server estate in order to advise and recommend on workloads suitable for migration alongside appropriate virtual machine sizing. I've included a couple of useful links in this slide. The first one is some frequently asked questions about the i365 cloud service. And the second one is information about Microsoft 365, which includes affordable cloud kickstart packages we can offer. So while you might only know us for i365, we can help kickstart you into cloud by setting up your Microsoft 365 tenant, providing necessary licenses, configuring your tenant for email, OneDrive, Teams, and other Microsoft apps. Plus, we can migrate your existing email and data. So, it's not just i365, any type of cloud solution we can potentially help you with. So that's pretty much all I was going to cover today, but I think we might have some time left if anyone does have any questions. Okay. I don't see any questions there. If you think of something later, you can either check out the FAQ on our website or contact your account manager, and they should be able to arrange a call where we can answer any queries you may have. I'll just go back one slide if you want to just see that link, which was the frequently asked questions. You may want to take that down. Okay, thank you.